My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2. We're entering the Sluice. With a party that have a couple of relationships in. We're hopeful, we're amorous. Our grave robber is dead.
Tread carefully and quickly. This is Swine country.
You know what? Mr. Gibberish. Let's add you back. Also, I should probably drop the Sacrificial Stab and pick up Vulnerability Hex here, now that we've got the Occultist. Convert the weaknesses across. No, okay, not super relevant, not super relevant. Excellent. Alright, I think we're well positioned. One of these has a candle and the other one doesn't. Easy tiebreak right there, because there's no mapping. I'm glad how well our party is getting along. A lot of positive interactions between each other.
Your blades, that we may properly excise our portion.
Ooh, a creature's den. Let's get Jazzy to improve and deprove our relationships. Okay, yeah. All of us are immobilized. Huh. Does that mean I can't use skills that would try and move us as well?
The enemy weakens and wanes.
What would happen if I tried? I'm gonna bellow at everyone to remove some dodge tokens. Oh, we even stunned one of them! Get him, Bryce of Pride. Absolutely time to go for the harvest there. Let's Sky Slap for a bunch of damage, and in doing so, have two of the enemies down. Excellent. Set up a vulnerability hex on the enemy frontliner in order to remove their dodge token as well as give them a vulnerability. Should make them a little easier here to deal with. Yeah, it looks like I would be able to use abilities that would otherwise try and move us, and they would just not. What does that mean for us? It means if I get any ability to possibly give the Jester another hero shrine, I should do it, because we might access solo, and solo might be ridiculous. We might be able to just stand in the front line. Oh, finale, sorry. No, it was solo, right? Oh, good crit heal there. One down.
One less obstacle in our path.
I believe, yes.
Empowered, emboldened.
That enemy is now dead to whatever DOT should happen to come out, so... As for healing stress on the field, actually there is an option. And that's using Endure with the possibility of stress resist. Hey, like that.
Incremental.
And now, when the enemy don't gets to act, never mind, they don't get to act. Ooh. I mean, I'm about to bellow to try and remove all those tokens from the enemy, so maybe I should roll up with the punish first. But the punish is also not that great. Well, this will enable the bellow to actually slow down the
Connie,
enemy dogs.
You may outwit them yet.
I think I'm gonna roll Defender on our Flagellant here, who gets a positive relationship trigger for it. I really didn't expect that. Let's Sky Slaps. Wow, I can't believe it actually crit them both to death. It was gonna stun them because of the unchecked power we already had access to. Didn't need to go above and beyond, but yet it did. Crit. Gonna be pretty impactful here to use a Demon's Pull on one of the corpses, critting it for 24, and
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
also giving us the ability to prevent the Corpse Devourer from having a corpse to devour. That should be enough light.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances. Exhaustion takes hold.
Neat. Okay, the enemy made us vulnerable, which triggered Price of Pride, which gave us a block plus token, which then cancelled out the vulnerability. Slice some more stuff off of you, buddy.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Dang, was really hoping that was going to do some stress removal. Thank you for managing not to munch. Deeply appreciated, friend. Let's get you down to Death's Door. We can start working from there. Combo token on the target. Not relevant at all, right? Enemies already on Death's Door. So now I yell at you. And then I endure. Unfortunately gaining 2 in order to remove 1.
An unexpected
That is
find.
stress. Discounted stagecoach items and +1 mastery. Should we deliver that to the other side? We have a lot more spaces in our inventory at this point. Yeah. That's it. All of the stress is on the right target, so not too mad about that at all. Oh, baby. John, we are alive with purpose. Eviscerate them! Gets +2 crit and +1... Is this giving damage tokens to the enemy? It looks like it. Oh no. Oh no, not only is it, this is gonna actually cause a huge issue. Oh god. I really need to bellow soon. I would love to Acid Rain. I mean, I have to Acid Rain. I would love it to hit both of the targets, though. One down.
To finish this quickly.
Right before it gets to take an action as well. Unfortunately, the Swine Stalker in this position has exactly 1 health left. I'm gonna yell at you all. Ideally slowing down the targets.
The slow suffering begins.
Beautiful. In the center of the enemy field, so I have the ability to guarantee that they die before they actually get their actions off next. weird reconstruction here. Guaranteed crits. Defend our low health character yet again. Even more positive relationship triggers. They're just gonna be amorous forever. I'm so glad to have bandages. I just don't think I can, like, wastes them. Which is what using one right now would feel like. There we go.
Cooperation is the key.
Obviously not what I wanted to see. Roll Defender on you and get a better relationship. Hell yeah. And then I even get the opportunity to deathlessly heal you in order to get another good relationship trigger. Get a stress off of John. I'm just gonna yell at you. Get yelled at, buddy. And now if I endure, and we do take the stress there, which we do, I can now use Inspiring Tune to get rid of some of it. A hopeful interaction here has occurred, giving a buff of giant resistances to our Flagellant, who also then gets healed and doesn't even have to resist. Let's blind the enemy here, try and make it less likely that if they get to their turn, they can actually do anything functional with it. Gotta crush the enemy next. I'd love to go for something else, but I do think that healing up our Jester is very appropriate there. Oh, are we back on word reconstruction value? Sorry, weird reconstruction, rather? Yes! For 1 health, and we bleed.
Begins.
Of course. That's how that one had to go. Yeah, I don't want to let you have another turn, buddy. +1 mastery, 16 relics. Not the worst. Maybe I should consider using bandages a little bit more. I did get them for a reason. That said, I did get them and then was very much hoping that the piece of equipment that I have that makes woven items would start making more of them for me. That part has yet to occur. I don't think I should open with weird reconstruction here. Blinding enemies in this area is not easy. They have quite high resistances. Dang. I don't like that skidder. Let's keep the Flagellant healthy, though. I think that's of utmost importance. And this big guy seems like he needs some bits sliced off.
And wanes.
Yeah, you're not moving him. Heck, you're not even stunning him. Sky Slaps would give us the ability to start working on the Swine Skulker. I like the idea of that, especially considering we can follow up with Harvest, also hitting the Swine Skulker, getting rid of their dodge tokens there. I'm gonna yell at you all. Please become slower.
Steady yourself.
Didn't manage to get any blight on him. Finally, Barrison is actually getting healing here. God damn it. I wanted this, but earlier.
Malaise.
Man, why'd you have to resist all the bleeds?
Steady.
I got a slap from the skies in order to try and get the Swine Skulker out. And we do. We also get the backline unit onto Death's Door, so they'll die as soon as they begin their turn here. Again, let's keep the Flagellants safe for a better relationship with them. We can use Flash's Gift in order to set up for them a bit better here. Oh, smash with 3 damage. Oh. Oh, I can't even move. I'm gonna make sure that I can get to... There we go. Another weird reconstruction before I try and end anything here. Great. Target now only has 15% on their death blow resistance. I'm gonna rely that 85 is high enough for me to risk another endure here. Nice. 2 stress reduction, and the enemy died. That's why I did it.
An unexpected find.
Only 4 relics for our troubles? I really would have thought it was worth more than that. Hey, if the Jester says you told a good joke, Moms, you gotta trust him.
Recovered from the sunken temple off the wind-whipped coast. It emanates an antediluvian power.
I don't like what I'm looking at right now. I must have it at all costs. Bring it to me. Alright, John. What is it? You are darkly
Amid the
curious.
spoils, an artifact of unparalleled power.
True Entropy. An indelible trinket. At turn start, add 1 random token. Interesting. A random token at turn start. I mean, Moms, you would be able to convert some of the bad tokens to good tokens? Obviously not all of them, though. I'm assuming they bypass resistance. Interesting. Oh. Unfortunately, these paths are, again, indistinct from one another. I'll take the leftmost one, because I went right last time I was given a decision. Please stop destroying my vehicle. I need it for riding and other vehicular-related activities. Like going through a drive-thru or to a drive-in movie theater. John, attack! Wait, maybe we're not ready. As a result of blundering, they are giving me a possibility of becoming vulnerable at the start of the fight instead. Jazzy, you're correct. Formation's all, buddy. Put some neutralizing powders on our tank and defender. Gotta go for a big yell at him. Oh, we even managed to stun one.
The work.
We can even, in fact, bleed the person who is currently hiding from us. Another fouled shank hits our back line. Resist the stress out of it, but not the blight. Roll another harvest. And unfortunately, it's not enough to take out the... Oof! The character that decided to immediately crit me afterwards.
A promising development.
Oh, thank you for skittering. I mean, you are dead next turn. It really helps us. Yeah. Let's punish this guy a wee bit. Unfortunately, he resists the blight. I do get to blind you up a little bit, though. Never mind, you resist that debuff as well.
A little help impeccably timed.
I do like healing both of my frontliners at the same time with a single action. That feels pretty good. Please don't do that anymore. It's just a lot of damage. Gonna roll Deathless to heal up our Jester a little bit.
Savor it.
Unfortunately, no one can hit the Swine Skulk without killing them right now. Alas.
Straightforward and effective.
The Rousing Recorder. Random ally on turn start. Add a positive token a third of the time. If flame is higher than 75%, negative 10% to resistance. Or debuffs.
The loathing whispers.
It's okay. I should keep an eye on what Moms is getting from the random tokens. Honestly, if I'm entirely honest, this looks like an item that you make based on how cool it sounds, and then it's really bad. It's like really, really bad. I'm trying to give it a chance not to be. Obviously,
Perhaps
this is
I
based on
left
very
it for
little
you.
information and very little
Perhaps you left it for yourself.
actual lived experience of
Perhaps
this.
it is not here at all.
Ooh. Love to see a couple more bandages. Oh, we're also full up on items again now. So let's make sure we don't want to throw away the neutralizing powders. Minor cleanser, yes. Rousing recorder, yes. Excellent. Space freed. John managed to remove some stress by having an interaction with someone and then resist the immediate gaining of more stress afterwards. That was an easy
Place is a
sluice.
little worse for wear.
Oh!
Familiar nonetheless.
Moms applies debuffs to attackers. Mr. Gibberish is a clutch hitter! Oh, yes. Shroud Scrounger, Fata Scrounger. We do have Darkly Curious, but other than that, we are all good. Hell yeah. We get a Mastery, the Keening Well as well. We've delivered the impressive incisors, so we have negative 50% to Stagecoach item prices. And on top of that, we also got the defaults, heal to 50% and negative 1 stress to all participants.
Spend what you can, for wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
Alembic and Retort. Before each location, a chance to produce concoction and powder. Ooh, Greater Heartseeker, that'd be good. Concoction and powder items. Oh, there's a serrated item. For more bleed, that would be on our Jester. Ooh. The inert indicia really doesn't seem like it's especially useful for us, unfortunately. If we're stunned and then we get hit, we get 2 regen. That's good. How often are we gonna get stunned? Like, if I know that I'm gonna go into a boss fight where they regularly stun you, it makes a bunch of sense. If I don't know that, it doesn't.
Planning and mindfulness, as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Okay, so we got 3 more mastery from that previous area as well. I mean, I'm definitely gonna want to upgrade harvests. Definitely need to upgrade weird reconstruction as well. Increase the amount of health that it can heal, as well as reduce the amount of bleeding that it does to the target. It's so necessary. In a way that I don't really love that it's as necessary as it feels, but it's okay. Raises wit. We can give ourselves a dodge token without moving forward, or fade to black. Give a combo token to someone, as well as set up their blindness. Combo tokens are really good. John, it feels like your punish is lagging behind. Jazzy, you don't bellow every turn, so maybe you should have something else also well prepared. Stand fast is a lot of block plus tokens. I'm gonna go with that actually. I haven't tried upgrading stand fast and seeing how it goes, and I'd like to.
A smoother ride. For a time at least.
So if I want to go for the Alembic and Retort, I can only upgrade one more thing here. This would be concoction and powder items. So powder includes the ablated powders. Concoction includes laudanum. Ooh, get some playing cards.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
And a bunch of whiskey. Book of Creative Insults for some taunt as well.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
So, who has bad relationships? The Occultist, you only need 1 more with John in order to increase your relationship above a certain point. Other than that, everyone's doing pretty similarly. Alright, let's play some cards. We became a tactical thinker as a result of that, and all of the interactions were positive. Hell yeah! Tactical Thinker is plus 5% crit, and at round start, a 15% chance to gain a dodge plus token. Definitely put the taunt on Jazzy. And now let's have a look at the relationships. Moms and Jazzy are 2 away from being friendly. I mean, it's really gibberish and everyone else. Moms, Jazzy. They're not friendly yet. Moms, Jazzy. They're friendly. Now, in items, ooh, speed bag. 5% chance to gain a dodge token at the start of turn. Until next in. Let's pop that on our Jester. Speaking of our Jester, who do you have the best relationship at the moment with? John. Excellent. They critically increased their relationship from that whiskey, giving them the ability to already be friendly. Excellent. How much more relationship modifier do I really have access to? I don't really want to slow people down with pipeweed. So probably none. Realistically. I'm gonna take some stale bread for everyone. Extra max HP is worth its weight in gold. Let's also think of our next area.
Consider your position and plan accordingly.
So the Shroud has plus 100% to hazardous routes. And the goal is to visit an oasis. We'll get a mastery point for having done so. Avoid the field hospital, but extra oases and the locations scouting them in the Tangle. I think I like the Shroud more here.
Listen, practice, improve.
Is there anything I specifically need to do for the sake of the Shroud, though, in terms of preparation? Maybe some combat items that would be particularly useful. Lower movement resistance, lower speed. No, I do still have to get both of those, because we want to swap those two and then give you a serrated item. So now, on hit, we have a 1/3 chance to do an extra bleed, and we have bleed resistance piercing, which is probably one of the more important parts of it. So that even if the enemies have bleed resist, I'm still pretty much confirmed to be able to hit a very effective bleed on them with my harvest. As for more bandages, seems like that might make sense on the occultist at the moment. I mean, realistically, I should probably hold on to all of these rather than just throw them away instantly. But I really do want to just be pre-sorting my inventory right now by throwing away a bunch of stuff that I never intend to use. Next area has more hazardous routes.
Ready for the leagues ahead.
So we definitely need an upgrade there. Can I see a world where I would need torches? Yeah. We got pretty hard dead stopped by not having torches last time. Let's try and make sure that doesn't occur.
The barnacled timbers of the coastal villages are sodden with salt and secrets.
Moms and gibberish. There we go. Cool. Let's head out. I'm very excited to see how many positive relationships we get here. I'm expecting like... Whoa! Wow. We have two.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
John and Moms are hopeful. Punish decreases the stress of John... of Moms rather, and the Demon's Pool decreases the stress of John.
Tried
And Mr. Gibberish and John are respectful.
To be counted on.
Play Out would strengthen John, but Acid Rain strengthens Mr. Gibberish. That's super cool. That's going to be pretty relevant.
Propriety floats listless on the tide, brined in noxious degradation.
Hang on. Let's hold here for a second so I can have a look at the upcoming map. Lair, I really don't want to go to the Lair. There's an Oblivion before it as well. We could go down the midline, find our way towards a watchtower. However, if we forsake that watchtower... game wants me to visit an oasis. I can visit an oasis and a hero shrine, but I have to ignore the watchtower in order to do that. And that would just be taking the left path. That like kind of already determines pretty much all of the stuff that we get to do. Use mineral-rich spring water? Huh? Yeah, sure, I guess if I find that in the oasis, you can have it.
The guttural prayers of the fisherfolk must be silenced.
Yeah, let's have Jazzy have a slightly worse relationship with John here, because their relationship is already so high, and it's only going to continue getting higher. simply based on the interactions between those characters. Fishmonger, your move resist is 10. I'm gonna Abyssal Artillery. We don't set up 2 combo tokens there, unfortunately, but we do set up enough to get 1 kill.
To finish this quickly.
And that unit didn't leave a corpse! Oh, hell yeah! Because that unit didn't leave a corpse, the cabin boy is also now dead. Hell yeah, brother. Let's roll a stand fast here. Try and make it significantly less likely the enemy gets to do much. And they roll Hullbreaker. Of course, they don't manage to move any of our units, because that's not possible. Jazzy has been blinded. What? I'm first in the turn order? How? Legitimately, how? I'm gonna bellow at the enemies and miss. I do want to keep bleeding this enemy, but I want to manage them effectively as well. Let's weaken the enemy, try and make sure that if they do have a big thunk, it doesn't do too much. We hit him with combo. Lighting them for 2. Ooh, a lot of stress was resisted by our party just there. Blindness on my squad. I should probably remove it from the characters that do the most damage.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Hey, allow me to bleed you. Nice try, Hullbreaker. 22 damage, more like 6 to the wrong target. Another word reconstruction, this time for 19. Man, that crit actually did basically nothing. Got him. Absolutely got him. Moms doesn't have any stress on him at the moment. That said, we'll still deal this death blow.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains.
Ow. Oh. So it's a trinket that's serrated. Unfortunately, it's not, 50% bleed resistance, which I really want right now.
The loathing abates.
Yeah, no, we have to go left. That was already decided ages and ages and ages and ages and ages ago. Yeah, between our stress resistances as well as the removal of stress after each location, and obviously all of the characters on the team that have stress removal abilities, although I'm not using those commonly right now, between those, we just have everyone capable of making good relationships with one another consistently because they're below 4 stress, so their interactions with one another are much more positive. John, don't you worry, Clock, I know my time is borrowed. -5 stress on you. Don't want that. Let's go for the trinket from Gibberish. Curious little thing, what makes you tick? The Befuddling Sundial. At turn start, a 90% chance to heal 10, or gain 2 stress 10% of the time. I think this is exactly the party that can roll that and have almost no issue with it at all. I think Fate's Foreteller could be dropped for it, and then John, I almost want you to pick up Fate's Foreteller instead of Mortal Ward. Get rid of the Pristine Lure, as well as the Adrenalizing Ash, the Bugle, the Distracting Dust, the Vanished Vanity.
Torch you bear.
Chance that we go to the Fader for the last area? High enough to still keep it. on entering death's door. I wonder if maybe I should hold this back until I think I'm about to go into a particularly trying fight. Yeah, I like that. Some active usage of these items. Ooh, that's a lot of milk-soaked linen. I can stack some of that on the character. Still hoping for bandages more than the milk-soaked linens, but I'll deal. John, you are right. We must eviscerate our enemies. They can all have damage. We have crit. And here's why. Acid Rain crits both with backline targets for 5. They each get bled 3. Harvest both of the enemy's midlines with the extra damage we just got from that Acid Rain setup. Oh, yikes. Whetstone on their backliner, unfortunately. Oh, never mind. Ah, I tried to bellow to remove the crit, but unfortunately the enemy's dodge plus token prevented me from connecting. However, that dodge plus token's now gone, revealing the target to an abyssal artillery that takes him out. What are you trying to heave-ho, buddy? You can't heave or ho any of us. We're unheavable. We're unhoable.
A simple
Thunk.
variable, easily resolved.
That crit, and we connected with only 2. So that means... Was it the default that... Yeah, it was the default that did that. Let's make you vulnerable to some more damage, and then kill you.
Messy, but effective.
Hey, I wouldn't have called that messy. Effective? Yeah. I totally agree with you on that one, Wayne. Yes, this was also a hang left, if I recall perfectly correct. Yes, it was. Great. There's an Oblivion's Ingress in the future that's also really going to tempt me to avoid the Oasis. But the Oasis is a mastery point for us. From the region goal, which we can see right here. We're managing our Oblivion very, very effectively. Which I'm over the moon to know, because I haven't intentionally been trying to do that at all. Another chance to pick up the Olympic and retort if I really need them. The bum leg, fanatophobic. Yeah, lazy eye and blundering. Blundering actually does need to be removed. Lazy eye less so, but I'd also like to get it removed, but I don't have the choice at this point, so I'll just move onwards. Right, there's nothing here I desperately want to buy, right? No.
The loathing whispers.
Yes, unfortunately we do get a loathing from that. Here's the Hero Shrine I've been over the moon to hear about, and...
Look ahead. A place to reflect, remember, and reconcile.
a good opportunity, I think, for our Jester, perhaps, to pick up maybe what might otherwise be a movement ability. And I just want to see. I just want to see. It doesn't have to work how I want it to, but it might. Mr. Gibberish, just as it was meant to, the song loosed the leash of my inhibitions.
Chapter 4. A Dark Song. He unleashed his resentment upon instrument and crowd, playing the demoniac melody with unrestrained fury.
Demoniac? Neat. Oh, wow! Okay, hang on. Tuned in perfect pitch behind us. There's a quaver, semi-quaver, quaver, and a beamed semi-quaver. Diminuendo will give us the ability to move back one space and give ourselves a stress. Nota cambiata changes a note and gives 2 stress to self. We are currently tuned in perfect pitch, so I almost don't want to leave this space. Our other abilities are crescendo, move forward and gain some stress, or melody. From any position, target all of the enemies, give negative 20 stress to the self, and plus 20 to all enemies. So, that's an interesting question. How do I set up for that melody? I can only assume that I have to match the enemy pattern here. I also guess I have to assume that I am a quaver. Because if I moved to the back, I would match the enemy pattern. So currently I'm about to commit to using Diminuendo 3 times. Unfortunately, I've removed the perfect pitch from one of them. Wait. And now the what? Oh, wait. So I don't know what the enemies are telling me here, unfortunately. But one of ours was already correct, and then I made it incorrect by changing like that. I'm probably going to stress out before I can complete this. Never mind. Whew. Just in time. Okay, so... Wait, hang on. Semiquaver, beam semiquaver. Yeah, so things were in perfect tune previously if they inversely matched the enemy rather than... Which makes sense, because, you know, it's line 1 on both sides and line 4 on the farther edges on both sides. However, here... Oh, no, wait, never mind. Makes sense. So I need to move forward. And then I only need to change the backline note to a quaver. There we go. Melody time! legitimately dream sequency kind of stuff like this, a little bit more intangible, is very, very appealing to me. Okay. I'm not going to be able to move our semi-quaver to the front. It looks like I can only really get one into position from where I am, and that would be moving backwards 2 times, getting a quaver to move into the correct position, and then I would need to correct the others with Nota Cambria. That's a lot to ask, though. That's a beam semi-quaver. I worry that... Wait, a beam semi-quaver... I think they downgrade when you change them? Which would mean that I can downgrade this. That's not good. That's really not what I wanted. I think I can't afford to move backwards, because then, you know, then this front one's out of position again, and I'm going to have to fix it later. So I think all I can do right now is try and use Nota Cambria to get the back 2 to happen to match. That doesn't match. That doesn't match. I believe we now lose. We got one to match. And everything matches. Unfortunately.
Only when we acknowledge the past, can we be free from it.
I don't know if with that final setup I had anything I could do. Academic study, memory of a dream. As much as I like the idea of that, if I want a mastery... Ooh, Oblivion's Ingress does reward mastery as well. Interesting. Got a safe path along here. Oh, we also go to an academic study and we can pick up a unique liquor. That's probably pretty relevant if I had to guess. It's all good though. Now, next time I encounter that, I'll know what to do. Mr. Gibberish says we've earned this. Yeah, you're right. You become a daredevil, and we get the wine. 2 targets get -3 stress, as well as +2 relationship with one another. I should throw out a little bit more milk-soaked linen. Actually, how's our torch doing? Our torch is garbage. Jazzy, please start using our torches. Let's head to the Oasis. Give me a road battle. No, my armor! I don't desperately need that right now, but I do want it. Look at how you soldier on. I admire it, says Mr. Gibberish. Much appreciated. Resilience.
A refreshing commune unburdens the mind.
Is of deep importance. John, I am beyond such worldly needs. We get +5 torch and we get the 3 mineral waters that we are going to have Mr. Gibberish give. So we drop the serrated item there.
Analysis is invaluable until it becomes an excuse for inaction.
And then I think I also, need to drop your fishmonger's gloves for something else. This is courtesy of the fact that the Jester's mission is use the mineral-rich spring water 3 times. So when they use all of those for presumably just straight up healing, we're gonna get another 2 candles. Yay!
The worst kind of parasite. Opportunists.
Love a road battle here. Oh, I don't love fighting this guy in road battles, but I guess. A respectful follow-up, hell yeah!
Crisis. We can rely only upon each other.
Definitely time to punch the torch. Seems appropriate to stand fast. Debuff resistance of the implication is relatively low. I think it makes the most sense for me to try and start getting a blind token on that target. Whoa! Crit token for moms! Nice. We could try and pull the implication forward.
What can we learn upon
Just don't think that
closer
matters.
inspection? A master stroke.
Unfortunately, I lose my crit here. But I guess that allows it
Steady
probably to
yourself.
pierce some of the resistance of the enemies. We do get a weak on the target that might otherwise try and kill us all. God, that block, those block tokens. Oh, boy. Set of vulnerability, that would just immediately remove a block token, but I could also remove a block token while possibly giving you a combo and dealing damage using the Abyssal Artillery instead. Let's use a bandage here. Try and blind the target if possible. Nice. You're blinded, and you do half damage. Also pump the torch a little bit more. I can't actually give direct defend tokens to other players right now. Thankfully, a couple of them had one. Also, weakening the enemy, I think, there was of dramatic importance. Let's use a mineral-rich spring water, start getting our Jester towards their goal. The Pillager Hatchment in the front line is seeking to actually attack this round. I don't like that.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
I mean, I can't blight a machine. Unfortunately, with a blight damage strategy, this enemy is a nightmare. I'm gonna weaken you. Unfortunately, I've got Taunt on our backline token. I almost want to keep just blinding. Ooh, got a respectful strike in there as well. Neat.
Excellent
Oh,
work.
I love their follow-ups. One more for the torch. I don't think I can defend another character here because it's an AoE attack. Yeah, I can't. Thankfully, that missed. Blind him up. Ooh, we got one more round to try and blind him at least. Anyone who can do damage needs to just try and do damage here. No matter what it costs them. I got 3 taunt tokens on our backliner right here. What's up? Ah! actually managed to stun the vehicle. Love it. Let's definitely make you weak. Okay, and then I'm gonna kill you. Okay. And then the fight's over. And then I'm gonna loot the objects. Hell yeah, got him! Basically nothing worth taking. However, it is nice to have a trinkets that I am ready immediately to throw away. No umming and ahhing over that one. Now, Jazzy. I did just nuke, or rather, sorry, spam out torch. So, I know you have a slot available. Yeah, I'm absolutely fighting them. I'm not giving up on any value you offer me. Also, I think I still have Oblivion to clear. Oh, the resistances! That will actually keep the unit alive, annoyingly. Oh boy, yeah, the unit's definitely staying alive here, unfortunately. I'm going to roll a quick defender on our low health flagellant rather than watch them die. Yeah, that would have done it. Might not have killed him, but it definitely would have set it up. Oh boy. They are not letting him relax. Pop that bandage out there.
Help impeccably timed.
Nice. Giant heal out there.
Cooperation is the key.
I'm gonna roll Defender again, because it was very useful last time. Not much changed. By killing that corpse and moving that target forward, I have revealed them to the mortifying possibility of being known by our blades. Excellent. Try and weaken up their frontliner as well, make it less likely that they do any damage at all. Guess I'll stand fast then. All of the rest of this is going to be kind of painstakingly slow, unfortunately. I gained your stress, and then multiple interactions went off at the same time, and I ended up removing additional stress? Sick.
Perhaps they have given their last.
Interesting. Weirdly, I thought I had that unit guarded still. Solid heal.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Heck, I will defend you. I don't want to see that happen again.
Malaise, measured and steady.
solid dodge. Finally, the enemies within the realm of actually starting to go down on the ground. A lot like that. Rude. I'm gonna yell at you to try and get you to slow down for the next round. Unfortunately, you do not. I'm gonna try and manage some stress away from our party before I commit to this. Your speed is -1 at the moment because you're on the ground like that. All right.
Amidst the spoils, an artifact of unparalleled power.
Legitimately. The
loathing abates.
The Greater Clotting Cruer is just significantly better than the Dark Impulse for us. I probably don't care. Sorry, I guess the Dark Impulse that I currently have access to. I'm gonna get rid of the Unwavering Standard. I think I'm gonna get rid of the other Dark Impulse as well. And the Compress Kit. And swap your trinkets back, Jesty. There's your serrated item, guaranteeing that you will be perfectly active with your fishmonger's gloves. I legitimately see myself replacing the True Entropy with Mortal Ward quite soon. Greater Gilded Mind definitely stays on the Flagellant. Maybe Fate's Foreteller could go on Moms in the backline there. Maybe I don't need to do it right now. Again, I'm just gonna wait for a situation where I actually need it. That said, there are a lot of situations where I actually need combat items, so maybe I should have some of them. Let's take some milk-soaked linen. Although I think the milk-soaked linen... I guess health also needs to be on one of the fast... No, health, the heal wants to be on a slower character, and the linen wants to be on a faster character. So that I can resolve blindness before people act, and heal people after they get damaged.
The lost souls of a dying world, empty of hope and humanity.
Hail enemies, so they have extra resistances. Don't like to see that, but I can't really change the way that I play around them right now. Good slaps. Get dodged. Nice work, you carved the toy. You didn't manage to give him any stress though. It's like a large amount of the reason that ability matters.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll Bolster just for the vulnerability removal there. Eight health from a weird reconstruction there. Also, love to see it. Let's endure. Nice. I want to do that sooner rather than later because it sets up the possibility of our... One second. 0. And he gave me the token back. Nice. It sets up for the possibility of playing a song to remove some of that stress here. ridiculous. Oh. Oh, that's so annoying. Unfortunately, I didn't get, I got de-stressed, so now I'm below the limit that I would actually be able to remove my stress.
Lenity.
You know what? I'm doing it anyway.
Small acts that drive back the darkness.
Roll Endure, bellow the enemy so I can slow them down for the next round. They have a DOT on them that's already going to kill them. Heal the Jester. The Jester plays an inspiring tune for you. The Occultist heals the Flagellant. And
the key.
Then we remove the final enemy.
Though unpleasant in the extreme, this work is noble and necessary.
I wouldn't have called it unpleasant in the extreme or unpleasant at all. It seems to have gone swimmingly. Oblivions. Rampart. Another opportunity for a cultist trinket. Flesh warps. 50% less damage taken to melee skills. Got it. I have actually seen that and paid attention to it. That's a lot of DOTs. Do I want to try and project damage to that line? No. I should protect the Flagellant. The Flagellant. The Fragilant. He actually very much isn't fragile. I would describe him as fragilant. Oh man, all that backline interaction. Thump. Sky slaps. Oh, it's not enough to kill him before they use another trumpet. So much health. Weird reconstruction for 7 health on the self. I'm gonna try and blind the Deacon here. I would prefer you not do a huge amount of damage to a target. Bandages seem only appropriate at this point to try and heal the units that are otherwise going to have a nightmare here. Let's stand fast just in case we get hit. Never mind, it's dodgeable. Healing salve for our healer, and Acid Rain to guarantee no more actions from the altar. Yeah, let's remove some stress.
A small foundation of trust.
And in fact, I'll even take some stress from another character, so I'm ready for the next inspiring tune. Set up weakness on this target as well, just in case... unfortunately they resist the weakness. Just in case they actually do manage to...
Can make all the difference.
...hit despite their blindness. Another bandage, and... I suspect Bellow might... not if I get resisted. Be more impactful for us would have been the end of that
The
sentence.
slow suffering begins.
Five to 10, rolls max damage on the 10. small healing for oneself. I guess I do still need to be blighting them. And especially while they have a combo token on, seems an appropriate time.
Empowered, emboldened.
Let's make sure that Sundering Steel isn't particularly threatening. Yeah, there we go, 1 damage. Ooh, I want to get to my bolster. And I do, yay! -1 stress on 2 different characters at the same time.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Yeah, they have a lot of safety on their death's door.
The unrelenting
Not enough,
application
though.
of violence yields morbid gains.
Plus 75% max HP, -50% damage. I think our Flagellant might go nuts for that. Because the Flagellant's damage is not direct.
Loathing whispers.
Would fix their bleed resist as well. 98. So you'd be below half health a lot of the time, which means that your blights would be full effect. You'd be capable of healing yourself significantly with Lash's gift, almost 10 health. Also frees up a couple of trinkets. The Greater Gilded Mind in particular. Legitimately, I think those should be on Moms instead. Just across the board there. Okay. We'll continue thinking about that in the future, but I do like the changes we've made so far. John gets below 4 stress, giving them better relationship triggers with other people. We'll see if that even happens in time to matter at all before we get to the next inn.
The place is a little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
Unfortunately, Moms is selfish. -10% to a positive relationship and plus 10% to negative relationship chances. Mr. Gibberish is a coward. Higher chance for meltdown. Oh, and at turn start, if they're in rank 1, they try and move backwards. Shroud Scrounger. Pilger Fearing. We also picked up... Oh, good lord. John! When damaged, that happens a lot. You do it to yourself. 15% chance to become blinded. I'm going to need the milk-soaked rags. Kleptomaniac as well. But Mr. Gibberish is also now a daredevil. Gaining vulnerability at combat start. We could convert that immediately with Footman's Grog. Significantly less damage for the character to take in that instance. The Vestal's Secret. The reading material here is questionable and undeniably compelling.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
Let's have a look at the in items here. Jazzy and Mr. Gibberish. Why don't you have a drink together? Mr. Gibberish and the Flagellant. John. You also should have a drink together. So now we only have friendly or very friendly relationships. Ooh, never mind. Our Jester and Occultist also need to share a drink. But now we only have friendly or very friendly relationships in the party, so we should only be capable of forming positive relationships, and we should be quite likely to form a lot of them. Mr. Gibberish and Moms. If you get to 17, you are now very friendly, and you're a 75% chance to form a positive relationship between yourselves. So Jazzy and Mr. Gibberish, our Jester, are the two so far without that. Unfortunately, I don't think I can improve their relationship anymore.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
Emancipation. A flagellant trinket. Never mind, this is a flagellant trinket, sure, but it's a flagellant trinket that would require me replacing what I already have. Can't do that. Keep the flame at 40 plus in order to get a mastery point, plus 100% to rough patch roots.
Learn what can be taught, that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
Which I think I'll be fine with. So, where are we going? We're going to the Tangle.
In ruin. Everywhere. In need.
Should make sure that I have torches to rectify any torch-related issues we otherwise might have. I could take bear traps. If I really wanted to. I'm gonna take some stale bread, actually. So that I can... get a decent amount extra HP on the targets that might still need it. And the Fater, you know, decided not to go there. What about our mastery points? Where do I intend on spending these? I mean, Lash's gift being slightly better doesn't actually seem necessary, but also maybe? Punish does need to get better. Defender's deeply important as well. Alright. Defender, and then a damage skill for another character. I think that should be the Punish. Our DOTs deeply matter in this instance. I really wish I had the ability to give some resistance piercing to John more consistently than otherwise just applying combo tokens. Keep my vehicle as it currently is. Done all the mastery training that we want to do. I did all the relationship stuff that I wanted to do. I have a bunch of trinkets that I don't really think I'm going to be changing in any significant fashion right now. Sure.
Trenches and tents. The front lines of a war that was never fought.
We'll select... Oh, come on! That is ridiculous. There is only one relationship in the entire party, so, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 relationships in the party. And only one of them was not a 75% chance to turn up and be positive.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Endure and Abyssal Artillery, each removing stress from another member of the party, though, is nothing to turn one's nose up at. For the moment, though, well, my name's been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content in the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below and streaming past, and the names of the people who generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays that are above the thank tier. And a special thanks this episode to our man-at-arms, Jazzy. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.